Hello, people. I put this game off for a while because it was a big one. It's the battle of two of the top pitchers in 1953. Harvey Haddix versus Carl Erskine. This is the battle for the Cy Young, I think. So yeah, I hadn't played 1953 in a bit. Saved this game to stream or record. And yeah, now I'm going to play it. Here we go. First up to bat is Rip Rapolsky, hitting 290 on the season. Kind of doing the same things he did in real life. A little bit better at driving runs in. Carl Erskine, 23-1-1 on the season with a 2.19 ERA, 144 Ks and 209 innings pitched. The Dodgers are completely running away with the National League, and quite a bit of part of it is because of him. Of course, they have a fearsome lineup with Duke Snyder, Campanella, Hodges, Friello. You can go on and on. But first up are the Cardinals. Pretty decent lineup. Jablonski hitting 6th, having a very good year. Rapolsky, Hamas, Musial, Slaughter. There's some guys on the bench that might not be playing today that are pretty darn good too. So anyway, here's the pitch. Okay. And he struck him out. Down goes Rapolsky. Next up, Solly Hamas. Hitting 20 points higher than he did in real life. All the other numbers are pretty much the same. Double digits for triples and home runs. And at shortstop. Heck of a player. I'd love to have him on my on a fantasy team. Erskine looks in for the sign for Campanella. And here's the pitch. 1-2. Flies out for out number 2. Next up, Stan the Man Musial. Stan the Man is hitting 18 points higher than real life, hitting 355. 53 doubles. My lord. 25 homers, 100 RBIs. He's hitting 361 versus righties. So Erskine should have a bit of trouble with him. Here's the pitch. Musial hits a rope between first. It's a hit. Friello tosses it back to the infield. So a man on board with 2 outs, and Enos Slaughter. Slaughter with double-digit triples, unlike real life. Yeah, he's got 11 on the year. 290, driven in 76. Doesn't seem like a 4-hitter, but that's where they got him for this game. Erskine looks in the sign from Campanella. Here's the pitch. 2-2 pitch. Grounded out, and it's 3 down. So, top of the first, 0 runs, 1 hit, no errors. Now we go to the bottom of the first. And up to the plate is Jim Gilliam. Hitting 25 points higher than real life, hitting 304. Scoring a lot of runs. You will with it on a team like this. 111 runs scored, 20 stolen bases. It's nice. Haven't noticed a lot of speed in this replay from a lot of teams, so having that up there is a big deal. 43 RBIs on the season. Not really an RBI guy, but I guess it's decent from the leadoff spot. He's 255 against lefties, and on the mound today is a lefty. It's Harvey Haddix, one of my favorite pitchers. You can get the strikeouts. Don't got much more to say on him. He's 20-4 with a 2.3 ERA, and again, he's battling for the Cy Young. Unfortunately for the Cardinals, they are 27 wins less than the Dodgers, so while he might get the Cy Young, they won't be getting the pennant. So anyways, Haddix looks in from the sign from Ivers. Here's the pitch. It's a fly ball, and he goes back and makes the catch. Not sure who was hit to. That text rolls by pretty quick. Up is Pee-wee Reese. 275 on the season. 11 homers, 56 RBIs, 97 runs scored, 22 stolen bases. Haddix with the pitch. And a broken bat base hit. Thought he was going to get the K. Looking for the K. But now he got a runner on first and a Duke Snider. Against lefties, Duke Snider ain't that great. 258 in real life against them. And against Harvey, he only allows a 171 average versus lefties, so it's going to be tough sledding for Duke here, but here's the pitch. Reese is back safely. Lefty throws over to first. Good move. Good try. Ooh! Oh my! Harvey Haddix is injured and out of the game. I believe he got hurt trying to field the ball. I'm not certain on that, but oh my, that is huge. So there goes the reason I was playing the game. The reason for playing the game was Haddix versus Erskine, but now he's hurt and he's out of it. I'm speechless because that was the reason I was playing the game. So coming in for Harvey Haddix is now why would the AI do this? Why would the AI do this? I guess he's having a good season in relief. Willard Schmidt, okay, it's early. It's a 0-0 game, but he's having a good season. 1.13 ERA and 16 innings pitched. But here's the thing. Willard Schmidt, 9.17 ERA in real life. Gave up more hits than innings pitched. Walked a boatload of guys too. I just don't understand the computer managers sometimes. But yet I continue to replay seasons and continue to let the computer do crazy stuff. So anyway, Willard Schmidt coming in with the pitch. Jackie Robinson at the plate. Jackie rips one, but it is caught. And so that's it. One hit, no runs, no errors, and after one, we have a scoreless game. Next up is Peanuts Lowry. Goofy name. Peanuts is hitting 252 on the season. 3 homers, 18 RBIs, 17 runs scored. I believe he played for the 45 Cubs. I'm not sure. But I believe he did. If I'm wrong, so be it. Anyway, Erskine with the pitch. And he swings and misses. Strike 3. Next up is Ray Jablonski. I don't know why I want to keep calling, in my head I'm thinking Pat Jablonski, who played goalie for the St. Louis Blues. So yeah, I don't know if they're related, but anyway, Ray is he's got a pretty good bat. He's hitting 270 on the season, 17 homers, 92 RBIs, and well over 100 RBIs in the real season. So I'm expecting him to get that too. Erskine with the pitch, and he caught the inside corner. Jablonski goes down looking, 2 out. Next up is Sergeant Bilko. Isn't that, I don't know if I have that right or wrong. I thought there was something called Sergeant Bilko from some TV show or something. Who knows? Maybe I'm totally making up. But anyway, Steve Bilko is up. 12 homers, 68 RBIs at 240 so far. 11 points lower than real life. Erskine looks in to Campy for the pitch. 3-2, and it's a base hit. And a double for Steve Bilko. That's his 21st of the season. Next up is Sal Ivers. Not sure if I'm pronouncing his name right. If anyone wants to correct me, they can do it so at some time, some point. Hitting just 127 on the season. Over 100 points lower than real life. Doesn't hit righties very well, so we'll see what happens here. Runner on second. Erskine looks Belko back. Looks in for the sign for Campy. And the pitch. 1-2. And he's out of there. No runs, one hit, no errors. And we go to the bottom of the second. Next up is Campy for the Dodgers. Still on the mound is Willard Schmidt. I don't know why, but he's there. Watch him pitch an amazing game after I dissed him. So, and he's pitched well on the year, shockingly. Although, let me say, he only allows hitters to hit 255 off of him from the right side. He has troubles with the lefties, so yeah. Anyway, Schmidt with the pitch to Campy, and it's lined to center, extra bases. Looks like a double, but he's turned it into a triple. Continued his hot hitting. Yeah, I don't know about his streak. Don't have any information in front of me, but he's had a pretty good year. He cooled down at one point. I guess the game said, no, you can't have too crazy of an RBI season, but he's got 127 so far. Had 142 in real life. He's still going to have a monstrous season. Hitting 280, 24 homers. Oops, what the heck? Let me correct myself there. I was reading Gil Hodges' information there. 33 homers, 127 RBIs. And he's hitting 312 on the season, Roy. So, next up is Gil Hodges with a runner on third. Schmidt with the pitch. And he struck him out. One away. Carl Furillo at the plate. You got bats like these, you got to get the runner in. So, Schmidt looks in for the sign from Ivers. And the pitch. A 3-1 hits a ground ball, and it's foul. 3-2. And it's hit going way, way back. Musial goes up against the wall, gets it, and the runner tags and scores. Whoa, another correction. Jeez Lord. You know, if the text didn't go by so fast, it would be helpful. But anyways, Carl Furillo doubled. That's his 33rd double of the season. He got 38 in real life. He drove in the run, so Dodgers up 1-0. Next up, Bobby Morgan. He's got a lot of pop for an infielder there. 7 homers, 196 at bats in real life. 5 homers, 174. And so far this year. By the way, I said a lot of pop for an infielder. I thought he was second base. My eyes are bad. He's at third base. So he hits 272 versus righties with a 373 on base percentage. Schmidt looking in for the sign from Ivers, and the pitch. 1-2. It's driven deep. And it's dropped. Where was it dropped? I do not know. Dropped it while trying to throw. Okay, so it wasn't out. Furillo stays at second, and next up is Carl Erskine. Not a bad hitting pitcher. In 224, has 8 RBIs on the season, 5 doubles. Only hits 203 versus righties, but that's still something. Schmidt with the pitch. 0-2. And the out is recorded. So the Dodgers get 1 run on, I believe, 2 hits. We'll go with that. Yeah, 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. And after 2 complete, It's Dodgers 1, St. Louis nothing. And now I just went past the batter without even calling the play-by-play. I'm not used to this stuff, so definitely not Ernie Harwell material. So Erskine got the pitcher out. Whoopity-doo-dah. There's Schmidt, he's out. Next up is Rep Rapolsky. Erskine with the pitch. 3-2 pitch on the inside part of the plate. Erskine gets the K. Holy moly, he has 5 and 2 2/3 innings so far. Next up to the plate is Solly Hamas. He's 0 for 1. 1-0. It's a blooper. That's a hit for Hamas. Frillo tosses it back into the infield, so runner on first, 2 outs. And Stan the Man Musial is up. He's 1 for 1 on the day. Here's the pitch. 0-2. And he flies out. And that's the end of the inning. So, 1 hit, no runs, no errors. And after 2.5, Dodgers 1, Cardinals 0. First out for the Dodgers in the bottom of the third is Jim Gilliam. Jim Gilliam. Excellent leadoff hitter, switch hitter, which always helps at that spot. Schmidt looks in for the sign. Ivers. Calling for whatever. And it's a base hit. Good Lord, I don't know what happened there, but Gilliam ends up on second. The play was close at second, but he was safe. Next up is Pee Wee Reese. Pee Wee Reese hitting .277 on the season, 1 for 1 in the game. Looking to give the Dodgers an insurance run. He squares to bunt, actually. Yeah, it makes sense. He can handle the bat well. And he gets on with a hit. Wow. That is huge, and this may end up breaking the game open. Duke Snider is up at the plate. Duke hitting .349 versus right-handers. I'm expecting him to launch one. Honestly, we'll see what happens. Schmidt with the pitch. Ooh. And on the play, Pee Wee Reese was going for second. He steals the base. Ivers with a 3-arm, couldn't do much. That's number 23 for Pee Wee on the year. Snyder at the plate still. Schmidt with the pitch. And it's a walk. Bases loaded. When will the Cardinals think about taking Mr. Schmidt out? He's pitched 1 1/3 innings, 4 hits, 1 walk. He's already given up some runs, or a run. Yeah, this is getting ugly. Next up is Jackie Robinson. 334 in the season, 91 RBIs. So, yeah, I think he can drive in a few runners. He's third on the team in RBIs. Schmidt with the pitch. Ball hit out to second. Step on second for 1 out. No throw to first, though. Yeah, not surprising. He's a 3-second baseman. A low fielding percentage, so no double play. The runner scores, and it's 2-0 Dodgers. Next up is the power hitting catcher, Roy Campanella. He's 1 for 1 on the day with a triple and a run scored. Schmidt with the pitch. 0-1, it's a deep fly. Usual catches it. Doesn't even bother to throw to the plate. Reese scores, and it's now 3-0. Sacrifice fly. Campy with his 128th RBI of the season. 3-0. Wondering still what this game would be like if we still had the battle of the aces, battle for the Cy Young, but now it looks like Erskine is going to get yet another victory, and secure his lock it up for the Cy Young, I would think. So we'll see though. Jackie Robinson on it first. Schmidt looks over. Robinson with a 79% chance of stealing. He's a 7 rated runner. Usually 80% is the magic number to go. 79, I'd still send him. But we'll see what the Dodgers do. Gil Hodges at the plate. And here's the pitch. They throw over, and he's safe. Here's the pitch again. Whoa. And it's steal number 18 for Robinson. Yeah, I thought they'd send him, and they did, and he got stolen base number 18. Ivar's again with the 3-arm. Couldn't do a thing. They'll be running all day against him. Gil Hodges now with a runner at second in scoring position. Let's see if he can drive in the runner, and nope. So 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors after 3. The score: Brooklyn 3, St. Louis nothing. Carl Erskine on the mound so far: 3 innings pitched, 3 hits, 5 Ks. Hasn't allowed a run. Looking good for win number 24 against only 1 loss. Here at the plate is Enos Slaughter. Good from both sides of the plate. Or sorry, good versus lefties and righties. I don't know if I said that right the first time, but anyway. Here's the pitch. And Slaughter pop flies it, Snyder's under it, and he makes the catch. Next up, it's Peanuts. 1-1 count. And it's a line drive to Snyder, and he makes the catch yet again. 2 away in the top of the 4th. Here comes Ray Jablonski. A very productive hitter, but that low OBP, when I saw it, I was, kind of disappointed in him. Well, not every player can, be a perfect player, but it explains why he would be hitting lower down the lineup. He's kind of like protection. I'm surprised they didn't bat him behind Slaughter. Though in the 5th spot, he's in the 6th. So anyway, Erskine with the pitch. 0-2. And it's out number 3. No runs. No hits, I believe. No errors. And so through 3.5, the score is 3-0 Dodgers. On the mound, Schmidt appears to be strong, it says, which to me is a warning. Watch him. At the plate, Carl Furiello, 1-for-1 with a double and an RBI. Schmidt looks in the side from Ivars. Wipes his brow. Starting to tire, maybe. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to Lowry at second. Fire to first to retire Furiello. 1 away. Next up, Bobby Captain Morgan. 0-for-1 in the game. 2-2. Strike 3. Erskine. Now Schmidt with the K. Man, stay awake, Sean. Excuse me. Now here's Carl Erskine, the top candidate for Cy Young. He's hitting .221 on the season with 8 RBIs. I think I spoke about his hitting earlier. Hits lefties really well. .286. I think that's his real life numbers right there. But yeah, .286 versus lefties in real life. Schmidt, the righty on the mound though. Signed the pitch. 0-1. It's a pop up, and that's 3 out. So through 4, we've got a 3-0 score. Erskine with the pitch. It's a fly to left field. Great play by Jackie Robinson. Jackie Robinson with 8 great plays on the season. Runs saved 5. So 2 errors this season I'm seeing in 61 games. .984 fielding percentage. Rates an 8 and has an arm of 7, but a great play from Jackie Robinson. Next up is Sal Ivers, trying to right himself, trying to get his season on track to where it should be. Again, hitting over 100 points lower than real life. Here's the pitch from Erskine. It's hitting the infield, the backhand play, throw across the infield, and Ivers is out, 2 away. Next up is Willard Schmidt. I would think they would pitch hit for him, but no, they don't, and he strikes out. So yet another one for Erskine. I think he might have 6 on the day. Not sure. Leading off the bottom of the 5th with the score 3-0 is Jim Gilliam. 1 for 2 with a run scored. Schmidt with the pitch. 0-1. It's popped up behind the plate. Ivers giving chase. Out of play. Gilliam gets another life. And he flies out to Musial on the warning track. 1 away. Next up, Pee Wee Reese. 2 for 2 on the day with a run scored and a stolen base. Schmidt with the pitch. 1-2 breaking ball. Musial looks at a fly ball. He's going back. And he makes the catch on the track. 2 away. Next up, Duke Snider. 32 home runs. Not sure if that's the league leading 32 home runs. One thing I wish I'd do when, and I rarely record or broadcast, I like to make a cheat sheet before doing a game. I had intended to do it for this game, to have different things to refer to. Or if I didn't say it, I have such a short memory. Duke Snider with 32. Don't know if that leads the league or not. But anyway. Schmidt with the pitch to the feared slugger. 3-0. And he's out. Should have took it. 3-0. If I was the manager, I had my guys take, although that's Duke Snider, so yeah. With the advantage. So yeah. Alright. So we are now in the top of the 6th. The score is still 3-0. Cardinals not hitting at all. Not surprising. They're facing Carl Erskine, who's only allowed 162 hits in 214 innings on the season for a 206 clip. In real life, he allowed a 230 batting average to batters. So anyways, Rip Rapolsky steps in. Here's the pitch. 0-2, and he chases a pitch out of the zone. Ooh. I think it's called the Golden Sombrero. No, is it just the Sombrero or is it the Golden Sombrero? Rapolsky has struck out 3 times. Again, I don't know what that was. I don't know if you guys heard that, but I think Kitty upstairs is trying to get in on the broadcast. Next up is Solly Hamas. Solly Hamas, who probably, I believe, should be the leadoff hitter, especially versus righties. Maybe, I'm not 100% sure, but I believe he should be. Doesn't have any speed though. But the OBP is good. He's a lefty hitter. They got Rapolsky hitting leadoff. I don't like that. Yeah, I would have changed that with the lineup. But this is as played, so no messing with that. I forget what Kurt Bergman says. Something about heads will roll or something. So anyway, Erskine with the pitch to Hamas. He flies out to the warning track, 2 away. And next up is Stan the Man Musial. 1 for 2 on the day. He's the kind of guy that needs to, he needs to do something big here. He needs to get this offense going. So here's the pitch, 2-2. And I don't know, he got out. I don't know if he struck him out or not, but he's out. No runs, No hits, no errors. And so we go to the bottom of the sixth with the score 3-0. Schmidt might be tired. Yeah. And he's settled in. 4 and a third innings pitched, 4 hits, no homers allowed, 1 walk, 2 Ks, 4.15 ERA. On the year, he now has a 1.77 ERA and 20.1 innings pitched. Pretty good for a guy that had a 9.17 ERA. So a nice little story there for the Cardinals. Schmidt doing better than expected. So anyway, Jackie Robinson at the plate, 0 for 2 on the day with an RBI and a stolen base. Here's the pitch. 1-2, and it's a base hit. Poor play by Lowry. The ball gets through. Jackie Robinson's on first. He'll probably be going. Evars with that 3-arm ain't gonna throw him out, so let's see what happens. Willard Schmidt with the pitch. He throws over, trying to keep him close. Robinson gets back. I guarantee Robinson will be going 81%. He's still going to be going, even with Campy at the plate. Here's the pitch. And it's hit way back. And the catch is made on the warning track. 1 away. Robinson on first. 51% chance of stealing. I'd say he's still going. Schmidt with the pitch to Gil Hodges. 2-0 pitch, and it's driven through the infield. Runners on his horse and goes to third. Jackie Robinson in at third. Runners on the corners. 3-0, and it looks like the Dodgers are going to put this away, possibly. Schmidt is tired. He's looking to the dugout to see if he's going to come out. Well, if the manager sees that, he should be pulling him. I think that Schmidt has done some good work. I think they should get him out of there. We'll see what happens. Carl Furillo at the plate. Dangerous, extremely dangerous bat. Not only for power, but for average. Here's the pitch. They're letting Schmidt pitch. Oh boy, what the heck? I do not know what just happened there, but did he steal home? I'm going to have to look at the box score real quickly here, or the play-by-play. I don't think you'll be able to see it on the screen, so bear with me. Okay, Furillo fly to deep right center, sacrifice. Robinson scored. Okay, 2 out. Yeah, again, the text goes by so quick that it's frustrating for a broadcaster. So anyway, I already have enough trouble as it is. I don't need the text going by a million miles an hour. Next up is Bobby Cat Morgan, facing the righty. This is the side of it's kind of weird. Bobby Morgan's a right-handed batter. He likes to face right-handed pitchers. He hits 100 points higher versus righties. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Schmidt with the pitch, I think. No. So they do pull him, but 1 batter too late, in my opinion. Next into pitch is Eddie Erot. Eddie Erot, a right-hander. 4.01 ERA on the year, 2-2 record. 41 hits allowed in 33 2/3 innings, 4 homers, 8 walks, 14 Ks. Is allowed a 297 average to batters. He's terrible versus both lefties and righties. In real life, he had a 6.56 ERA. Very similar numbers to all the other base numbers I told you about. I guess righty versus righty matchup. Let's see what happens. Here's the pitch. And it's a strike. And wow, Evars throws a runner out. So that's it. It's 3rd out. And so after 6, Dodgers 4, Cardinals nothing. I'm going to take a break here just for a second. I need a sip. I think I'm getting, I guess the broadcasters, the guys that do this all the time and do it in real life, man, they must have the water close by at all times. Just get a little that dry, scratchy throat. So anyway, up here in the top of the 7th, trying to get things going, is Enos Slaughter. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Erskine, his line is 6 innings pitched, 3 hits, 7 Ks. He looks good for the victory thus far. Will Slaughter change that? We'll see. And it's a hard drive down the right field line. Furillo drifting back under it. And he makes the catch near the wall. 1 away. Next up is Peanuts Lowry. 0 for 2 on the day. It's 3-0-2 versus righties. He swings, it's well hit. Furillo drifting back under it and makes the catch on the track. That's 2 decently hit balls, but they stayed in the park, and that's all that matters. That's all Erskine cares about. 2 away, and next up is Ray Jablonski. 3-2 pitch. Somehow, someway, oh boy, an error on Pee Wee Reese, a wild throw to first, it ends up in the dugout, and Jablonski ends up on second. Pee Wee Reese with 21 errors on the year. I can't honestly say whether that's horrible, for back then. I know he was a good shortstop. I believe he had good range. 42 great plays on the year, 15 poor plays, 5 runs saved. But yeah, I think he was known for his defense. Yeah, that's not helping him helping his team today. He's 2 for 3 on the day though with a stolen base. So yeah, runner on second. Sergeant Bilko up. He's 1 for 2 on the day with a double. If he gets another one of those, we get their first run of the day, the Cardinals will. Here's the pitch. Low and inside, ball 4. Next up is Sal Ivers. Now, it is the 7th inning. I assume they've got a backup catcher. My goodness, if you don't pinch hit for Sal Ivers right now, I don't know what's going on. 4-0. Later in the game. He's like a 123 hitter on the season. If you took his real life numbers, he's only 205 versus righties. Come on. Let's see what happens. They're letting him hit. 0-2. And that's the end of it. That's a wasted opportunity. Someone fire the manager. I don't know who's managing the Cards then, but fire the manager there. Alrighty, so wasted opportunity. We go to the bottom of the 7th with the Dodgers leading 4-0. And here is Bobby Morgan, 0 for 2 on the day. Here's the pitch from Arrow. It's a high fly ball down the left field line. Misha goes back and makes the catch on the track. 1 away. Next up, Carl Erskine. It's a grounder. It's a base hit. Ooh. He's doing it all today. So we got Erskine on first. No threat to run. And next up is Jim Gilliam. Seen this with hitters. With Gilliam, he can walk. He's a decent hitter. Just surprised at how many hitters I've seen over all my replays where you have 1-2 hitters, but and guys from way back, they can't bunt. And I'm kind of shocked by that. I thought, the old days, they play baseball the right way. Gilliam's a 2-bunter, and I've seen a lot of guys like this where I'm thinking, geez, this guy don't strike out much. He seems to do a lot of different things with the bat, but he can't bunt. And right here with 1 out, you don't need to be bunting, but we'll see if they put the hit and run on. I don't know. Doubt it with Erskine as a 1 at first as a runner. Here's Arrow with the pitch. 3-1 count. Lowry bobbles it. Error number 4. So you got runners on first and second. And it's Pee Wee Reese, who made an error himself in the previous inning, and I think it is, and is looking to make up for it with a hit. Here we go. Errol with the pitch. 1-1, and it's a base hit to left. Gilliam to second. And we've got the bases loaded. And, of all people, Duke Snyder. Now, in this situation, Errol should be pulled. You got 4-0. You got the extremely deadly left-handed bat up. Errol's a right-hander. He has to be pulled. And when I say that, he probably won't be. So here we go. Errol with the pitch to Ivers. 2-2. He flies out. And Erskine holds up at third. Wasn't hit deep enough, which is shocking. 2 away. 2 away, bases loaded, and it's Jackie Robinson. He's 1 for 3 on the day with an RBI, a run scored, and a stolen base. Errol looks in for the sign from Ivers. And the pitch. 3-2. Runners going ball 4. Robinson gets on base and drives in a run with that. And it's 5-0. This game is over. I'm calling it right there. And I guess they'll just let Hero do whatever. Finish it off. Maybe Campanella will finish it off. Finish off Arrow with a grand slam here. Arrow looks in for the sign. Evers gives him the fastball sign. And the pitch. 3-1 offering, and it's ball 4. Ooh, Arrow is arguing with the umpire on the call. I don't think there's too much to argue about. He's giving him 2 hits in an inning pitched. He's bad. A decent year, but he's a bad pitcher. You aren't going to get any calls, buddy. You're not a very good pitcher. And the score is now 6-0. Up to the plate next is Gil Hodges. And it's hit, and the outfielder's backpedaling. Snyder with the catch. And that's 3 away. So after scoring 2 in the 7th, it is 6-0. Dodgers. Carl Erskine looking good for his 24th victory. And looking good to lock up Cy Young. That Cy Young award. Up at the plate for the Cardinals is Eddie Arrow, the pitcher who I said should have been pulled. Hopefully they will pinch hit for him here. They didn't. Okay. 1 away. Next up, Rip Rapolsky. I think the Cardinals have given up on the game for some reason. I guess you can't blame them when you're against a pitcher that has only lost 1 game against 23 wins on this season. But no, I hate quitters. And quitters in baseball, this is just, he's kind of silly. A couple poor managing decisions in this game, I think, has cost the Cardinals from doing something anyway. Next up is Solly Hamus. Solly Hamus at shortstop, batting .300 on the season. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Here's the pitch from Erskine. And it's way inside. The pitch hit him in the midsection. He tried to get out of the way, but he couldn't. So a free base runner, probably the only way that the Cardinals can get on base right now. I hate to say it, but I'm kind of becoming disinterested with the broadcast. It kind of went south as soon as the Cardinals' starting pitcher, their ace, got hurt early. Made it less interesting for sure. Anyway, there's 2 away. Runner on first, Musial at the plate. Stand the man. Facing Erskine. A heck of a battle here. Here's the pitch. 2-0. Well hit. But it's caught. No runs, no hits, no errors. And after 7.5, it is 6-0 Brooklyn Dodgers. First up in the bottom of the 8th is Carl Furillo. He's 1 for 3 on the day with a double, 2 RBIs. Here's the pitch. And that's a fair ball, lined down the line. He's chugging into second with a double. A double off Eddie Arrow. Or Arrot. Or whatever. Carl Furillo with his 34th double on the season. His second today. Next up is Bobby Morgan. I'm looking for Bobby Morgan to crush one and get Arrow out of the game. We'll see what happens here. It is righty versus righty, though. But again, Bobby, I've said before earlier, Bobby Morgan likes to hit righties. I don't know. I just got a feeling that this is going to be a tater. 3-1 pitch, breaking ball in tight. I think Arrow thought it might be two and didn't want to face him and walked him. So 2 runners on and Erskine at the plate. Erskine never hit a bomb during real life in 1953 and doesn't have one on the season. In Action PC, you can still hit a home run, though, even if you didn't hit one on the season. I like that. Anything can happen, you know. I like that they leave that open on, like, various cards and dice games. So anyway, Arrow with the pitch to Erskine. He squares to bunt. Yeah, it makes sense with nobody out. And he moves the runners along. Morgan and Furillo, second and third. And next up is Gilliam, the switch-hitting Jim Gilliam. Batting lefty facing the righty. And here's the pitch. 1-1 fastball. And it's an out. Runners move along. Furillo scores. Morgan goes to third. And we've got a 7-0 ball game now. So what was to be a very exciting matchup was derailed by that pitcher injury. And by the fact that the Cardinals just can't hit. They can't hit Erskine. So I guess there's a bit of a story here. Erskine's showing why he should win Cy Young. Absolutely amazing. May win 30 games. I don't know if he has enough starts left, but he might have made relief appearances and gotten wins that way, so that can always happen. I'm not sure. But anyway, the quest for 30 wins, the quest for Cy Young is real, I guess. Kinda. I'm ready to give Erskine the Cy Young right now, anyway. Reset the plate, 3 for 4, a run scored and a stolen base. Hitting 750 on the day, 279 for the season. Arrow with the pitch, runner at third. Gonna drive him in. No! Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that's the end of the inning. 1 run. I don't know how many hits. Is it 1 hit? No errors. And after 8, it's 7-0. So, is it last chance saloon for the Cardinals here? Slaughter up at the plate. Slaughter, Lowry, and Jablonski. Not bad. I think we'll see probably a pinch hitter for Lowry. Maybe Jablonski. Not sure who's on their bench. I don't control things. I don't change things. So we'll see what happens. Enos, I almost call him Linus. Enos Slaughter up at the plate. Erskine with the pitch. And it's a pop-up. Gilliam calls for it. He makes the catch. 1 away. Next up is Peanuts Lowry. Will there be a pinch hitter? No, there isn't. Strike 3 outside corner. Down goes Lowry. Peanuts. The 8th K of the day for Erskine. 1 more batter to get out. And it's all she wrote. That batter is Ray Jablonski. Here's the pitch. 1-0 chopper in front of the plate. Campanella got it but couldn't make a throw. Jablonski on with an infield single. Alright. He keeps the game going. Any way you can keep it going, you do it. Maybe an epic comeback happens. Who knows? Next up at the plate is Sergeant Bilko. 1 for 2 on the day with a double. Erskine looking in for the sign from Campanella. Here's the pitch. Ball up high. What? And Campanella fires to first. Jablonski dives back to the bag and he got back safely. I'm surprised he bothered with that. You're up 7-0. Just the runner at first is irrelevant. So anyway, Erskine looks in again for the sign for Campanella. The pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. So that's the ball game. Carl Erskine with the victory. 9 innings pitched, 4 hits allowed, no homers allowed, 1 walk, 9 Ks. A 7-0 victory for the Dodgers. And it looks like Erskine's going to win the Cy Young. Unfortunately for Harvey Haddix, he got hurt after giving up a hit and recording 2 outs. Really disappointed we didn't get to see that matchup today. See it play out. Disappointed for Haddix. I love him as a pitcher. He deserved a shot at, trying to steal the Cy Young away from Erskine. Not sure what to say here. Well, actually, I am sure of what to say. I tried to deliver a great game, and it was ruined by injuries. So some people don't love the injuries, but this is something that I have to have in my games, even if they're 1-game injuries. It adds a little excitement, a little, the little drama. Unfortunately, this time I didn't like it. As for other things that happened in the game, Schmidt and Frau came in and pitched, and Schmidt, he battled hard. He had plus stuff though, so that helped him. He battled hard. Not a great outing. 5 innings pitched, 6 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 1 walk, 2 Ks. Era was terrible. 2 1/3 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs, 1 earned, 3 walks, 1 K. Most hits on the day, Pee Wee Reese, 3 for 5. He had a run scored. Erskine's line, I think I already gave that. If I didn't, I apologize. Errors on the day, Lowry and Reese. Lowry is 4th, Reese is 21st. Doubles, Bilko is 21st. Frio had 2 doubles for 34 in the season. Campanella, the catcher, with a triple, his 5th. Stolen bases by Reese and Robinson. Reese is 23rd, Robinson is 18th. They were stolen off of Ivers, who really has trouble at catcher. He did throw out one guy. He threw out Hodges, not known for stealing. RBIs, Campanella with 2 for 129 on the season. Gilliam is 44th, 302 for 80 on the season. Jackie Robinson 2 for 93 on the season. Hit by pitch, Hamas hit by Erskine out of nowhere. Erskine sacrifice hits. Erskine had number 7 on the season. Great plays. Jackie Robinson with his 15th. Poor plays. Lowry with his 3rd. Cardinals had 7 left on base. Brooklyn had 7 left on base. Most left on base was Gil Hodges with 5. Game-winning RBI, Carl Furillo. MVP, Carl Erskine. Injury only today, Harvey Haddix. So, that's it. Anyone who catches this, watches this, thanks for tuning in. Have a good week, people, and enjoy your Sims. Go Dodgers. I know my dad would be happy right now with this victory. Go Dodgers. Bye, people.